Oh my God. Oh my God. Do I have a play for y'all? I got some shit for y'all that's about to go absolutely crazy. Super banger. You know, we only want to play stocks that are moving. We don't want to play stocks and trade options on shit that's just going to eat our contracts away. We only want to play things that are moving at the time. So you got to be watching the market and realizing like, yo, what is moving? All right. And I got some shit for y'all, I promise. But before I get into that, need you to like and subscribe to this channel so you can get a lot more of my content. Now, for the game. Again, you only want to play what's moving. Okay. Everything doesn't move every single day. Every single day is not a good day to trade options, but I got something coming for y'all. And here's the thing. This stock is going to move 25%. The issue is, what direction is it going to move in? But the good thing about options is that we can straddle, we can play a play both ways, right? We can play calls and puts at the same time. Now, why is this stock going to move so much? Well, for one, it's a stock that has been beaten to shit. It's been beaten the fuck up. But at one time, this stock was doing phenomenal. And the only reason that it's been beaten the fuck up is because there are questions about the ethics inside of the business operation. Were the profits real? All right. Or were they cooking the books? Now, the stock that I'm talking about, it's been moving for the last week. Okay. This stock was in the mid 40s and now it's sitting at $60. And you're probably like, well, if it's ran $15 in the last 2 weeks, why is it going to run more? Well, the stock at one point was $500. Okay. Had a 10-for-1 split. And what caused this stock to have such a dramatic fall down into the 20s? It's because they did not file their 10K on time. Well, Trey, what is a 10K? A 10K is a form that is demanded by the SEC for every company to file. And it basically touches on the company's business operations and financial conditions. So the company that I'm talking about is SMCI, Super Micro Computers. What does this company do? Well, they make the computers that NVIDIA puts their chips in. So they are one of NVIDIA's biggest customers. They create the computers. NVIDIA makes the GPUs and the chips to put into these computers. Now, their auditor, which was, I can't remember if it was Price Waterhouse or Ernst & Young, it really doesn't matter. But what matters is the auditor ended up leaving the company. Now that's automatically a sign that, hey, shit is fucked up over here. We don't even know if these numbers are real. We don't want to be involved in this if the CEO is crooked, if they're involved in some crooked activity with their numbers. Now, why do I say the stock is going to move? Well, they have until February 25th to file their 10K. Now, the CEO has recently just came out and said that they will be able to meet the obligation of that deadline, meaning they will be able to file their 10K by the 25th. If the 10K is good, what do you think is going to happen? Yeah, the stock's going to keep running because it has a lot of room to run. If the 10K is good and the demand, we already know NVIDIA is saying they have the demand. So if NVIDIA is doing well, this company is going to be doing well. They go hand in hand. But if they don't file by the 25th, they will get removed from the NASDAQ. They will get taken off, which means that the stock is going to probably fall 50% like that. So you can play the calls to the upside, like what we typically do on any stock that's moving. You play the rumor. The rumor is that they're going to file. So this stock is in an upward trend right now. And regardless of what happens, by the 25th, we're going to sell by the 25th. Because you make the money off of the rumor, you don't make the money off of the event. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Make the money off of the anticipation or the rumor, and you sell it before the actual event happens. So SMCI is a play that we can play both ways. We can play the calls and we can play the puts because it's going to hit one way or the other. And you got a high chance that you can win both ways. You can play it all the way up until the filing. And then let's say they don't file or the filing isn't that impressive to the market. You can also win off of the puts on the downside. So this is trading, y'all. This is what you got to understand. If you're a trader and you're sitting there and you're just trading actively every day, you're probably not doing it right. Unless you're trading stocks that move. We want stocks that move. Nvidia used to move. It doesn't move anymore because they had a 10-for-1 split. So a lot of stocks, when they do that, if they used to move 40 points a day, now they might move 2 or 3 points a day. Who gives a shit? I'm not making any money off of that. We want the shit that is moving, what's going to constantly move. So I'm going to give you some game on something else. The third Friday of every March, there is a new S&P inclusion. What that means is SPX adds new companies to the index and they throw not so good performers out of the index. One of the main stocks that I'm looking at right now that I promise you is going to be included in SPX the third Friday of March is AppLovin, stock symbol APP. Okay, this stock was under $400 just 2-3 weeks ago. It's sitting at $520. When it gets included into the S&P, the third week in March, it's going to be over $600. So we can start playing that right now and play the lead up into being included in the SPX. You can play the AppLovin as well. So, guys, the key is to get in the option contracts when the market is moving. Right now, the market is moving. Everything looks great. I already taught you guys in one of my prior videos about how you can relate presidential approval ratings to stock market performance. So make sure you go back and check that out. All right. But this SMCI is going to move the stock price is going to move 20 to 25% over the next 7 market days. Okay. So we're either going to be looking at $80 or we're going to be looking at $30 here soon. So this is a play that is worth the risk. It's going to be a high return one way or the other. All right. So get in there, start looking at it now, and you might want to consider jumping in SMCI. And I just gave you AppLovin. I hope you understand about the S&P inclusion. Play the rumor moving up to that as well. You're going to see these stocks both continue to rise up until their event days. All right. So I hope that makes sense to y'all. If you like the video, once again, please like and subscribe so you can see more of my content. It's your boy Trey from DigitalDollarsTrading.com. See you on the next video.